Enter the Dragon hit its 50th anniversary, so what better time there is to talk about Bruce Lee movies. So today we're going to be ranking all 5 of his movies from the worst to the best. Even though these movies aren't all very good, they still have sequences and scenes of Bruce Lee where it just really stands out, and it's just so iconic, because that's how iconic Bruce Lee is. So number 5 as the worst, I'm going to go with Game of Death. This one does have the Bruce Lee, classic jumpsuit, and, he's going into the tower. Pretty much every floor is like a boss battle, which is good. It is a good sequence. The last one is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the fight scene. It's a good nunchuck scene. But however, this is pretty much the only sequence Bruce Lee is actually in the movie. Before that, it was pretty much just stunt doubles, because the movie did come out after Bruce Lee died. So it's a good effort that they still got the movie made after Bruce Lee died, but it's still, the only thing that's really worth seeing is the last sequence where Bruce Lee's actually in the movie. Number 4 is The Big Boss. I think this one is the most forgettable Bruce Lee movie, I would say, but it's still everything, you kind of get from a Bruce Lee movie. He beats people up. It's what you expect, but just nothing that memorable. To say, it doesn't really have scenes like in the other movies have. But overall, it's just not that bad, I'd say. Number 3, I have Fist of Fury. This one literally has one of the most iconic scenes of Bruce Lee ever. The classroom scene, of course. But as a movie, it's not so great, mainly because it is dubbed. And that's something about the other ones, apart from Enter the Dragon. All of them are dubbed, and the fact Bruce Lee could actually speak English, and it's not even dubbed by Bruce Lee. It's just very bad dub, which is very distracting when you actually watch these movies. Enter the Dragon, it's still dubbed, but at least it's Bruce Lee's actual voice. When you watch Fist of Fury and The Big Boss and The Way of the Dragon, it's legit not even Bruce Lee's voice. But still, that does not mean this classroom scene is absolutely insane. The last scene in the movie as well is all good. Fist of Fury has some very, very good moments in here, and Bruce Lee, again, is insane in this movie. Just this classroom scene alone is, so good. The movie is, decent. It's mainly a movie where you watch scenes on YouTube, but this scene is just so good. And like I said, the last fight scene with the boss is oh so good. I also like it how Bruce Lee actually struggles with this boss as well. He does struggle against Han in Enter the Dragon as well, but this one he really does struggle, and you kind of the villain is nowhere near as cool as Chuck Norris or Han in Enter the Dragon, but it's still good to see Bruce Lee have an actual challenge. Number 2 is The Way of the Dragon. It's just something about Bruce Lee movies. They're all very goofy. Not very goofy, they're obviously really badass at the same time, especially Enter the Dragon. That one is a lot more serious, but these ones just really have really silly scenes, but they're just so badass at the same time. The fight at the Coliseum with Chuck Norris, where he's ripping their chest hair, just the warm-up where they're warming up their muscles, that's a bit goofy as well, I would say. But it's still pretty iconic. I mean, just look at those lats. Legit, Bruce Lee could probably fly with those lats. It's that crazy. Fight scene with Chuck Norris is very, very good. The fact it's in the Coliseum. This one, Bruce Lee wrote and directed officially as well. He pretty much written and directed most of his movies, but this one, he actually is behind the camera, which is pretty cool that he did pretty much everything here. And just the fact it's Bruce Lee versus Chuck Norris definitely makes it the second best for me. And of course, number 1 is Enter the Dragon, the first Hollywood movie, but also unfortunately the last of Bruce Lee. It's pretty much the beginning and the end of a legacy for Bruce Lee. If he did not have the tragic death, he could have done so much more. But he already did so much. That's one of the best things Bruce Lee did. He's still inspiring so many people around the world. And Enter the Dragon, you could tell he put his blood and sweat into this one, because the fact it's actually dubbed properly is good. And it just has everything good about the previous Bruce Lee movies. And it's all in one in Enter the Dragon. It has the best nunchuck scene. It has the best fist fights. And most importantly, the other characters are very good in the movie. It's not just Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, of course, is the standout, but it actually has other characters. Like the other one, it was just Bruce Lee. Maybe Chuck Norris, you could say, of course, in The Way of the Dragon. But this one has pretty much all the characters in Enter the Dragon are good. Like, Enter the Dragon is the only one I have watched, like, multiple times, so many times, and I could still watch it over and over again because as a whole movie, it's just very good all the way. Like, it has so many good scenes throughout the movie. The other ones, you kind of have to just watch it and wait for that one scene. But Enter the Dragon all the way is very good and easily makes it the best. So yeah, those are all Bruce Lee's movies ranked. I might have made this a bit shorter. It's the 50th anniversary, so I may as well just talk about it now. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.